It's not every day that you get a freebie at your local Asian market, so I thought I would review this Konjac Liangpi, which is basically a cold noodle pack. It's a Chinese dish that is apparently really popular during the summertime because these are noodles that you have cold. So I noticed right away that there's two types of openings. I'm gonna try and go for this one, which sure how to go about this. There we go. Well, that was not elegant at all. Here we have the Konjac noodles with a very cute mascot. And 3 different sauce packets. So we'll have to check out the ingredients list to see what those are, but I believe that one of them is seasoning oil and then the other one is like a soy sauce based one. I would assume this is the soy sauce one, this is the seasoning oil, and then this is probably some red chili paste of some sorts, probably really spicy, which I have just eaten a avocado this morning, so I'm not sure this is the best idea for me, but hey, we'll give it a try. And then a very handy dandy foldable fork. So this is sesame flavored. It's called also cold skin noodles and usually made with wheat or rice starch, but this is a konjac based one, so it's very popular in this province, which I'm going to put right here on the screen. And it's often sold, I've heard, in Chinese street markets. So the main ingredient here is the konjac, which is a low-calorie, high-fiber plant that is used to make, jelly-like food. It aids in digestion, promotes fullness, and is a good option for people with gluten intolerance. It is often used in weight loss programs. The konjac noodles kind of smell like sesame. Take one of them. Like, as you can see, it's a very, very thin noodle. It contains a type of fiber that can absorb apparently up to 50 times its weight in water. So that's what makes it expand in your stomach and make you feel fuller quicker. So we have 3 sauces. Let's look at our ingredients and see what we're working with here. There is the Maijiang bag, which is soybean oil, sesame paste, peanut paste, chili powder, fried sesame, and some sort of coloring. So I'm assuming it's this one. Now, konjac is a pretty bland food, so it is really important, kind of like with tofu, to season it properly and make sure that you use enough flavoring so that it doesn't come out, underwhelming. Next, I am going to add this bag, which is the seasoning oil package, which is soybean oil, sesame oil, and some sort of edible flavoring. By the way, a fun fact about konjac, there are konjac fruit jellies that exist, and they have been banned in Australia and the European Union due to them being a choking hazard. And we can see here from the packaging an anime girl just dancing around with her Liangpi noodle. And it's interesting because we do see konjac a lot in Japanese anime. I don't know about Chinese cartoons, probably so as well. But we do see it a lot in Japanese anime, and it is mentioned in a very popular anime, Doraemon, in a very funny way, actually. It was a konjac block that it was kind of like a gadget, I guess. It was called Honnyaku Konyaku. And it was basically a konjac block that when you eat it, you can speak and understand other languages, even alien ones. So it was like an edible gadget. I thought that's such a great idea. I don't know who came up with that. That's kind of cute. So our last packet is the soy sauce packet, and here we are working with water, brewed soy sauce, flavor enhancers, salt, sugar, and preservative. I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to substitute it by an equivalent of my own making because, you know, want to avoid the enhancers and the preservatives as much as possible. And I do have the possibility to do that here because I'm at home. So I'm just going to go for a generous pour of soy sauce, and for the sugar, I'm gonna go for a little bit of maple syrup. All right, and let's stir this. Let me show you. It's looking really bright and actually quite refreshing looking. Smells really good and peppery. So I'm getting a little bit nervous, but you know, you gotta try things at least once. That's my philosophy. They are pretty evenly coated, and now I'm going to give them a try. If I can just, there we go. Oh my goodness, Bismillah. It's spicy. Definitely spicy. And chewy. For the noodles, we have only 12 calories, which just shows you how impressive that is for people that are seeking to lose weight. That's pretty amazing. Having a small bowl like this for only 12 calories. Is this 100 grams of it? Or actually it's 265. So even if you more than double it, it's still really a small amount of calories. And for the sauce, for 100 grams, you have 462 kilocalories. But you definitely don't have 100 grams of sauce here. Ooh, that is spicy. I do see why it would be a popular summer food. I think the addition of the chili oil or whatever spicy thing they put in the sauce definitely has the potential of, you know, bringing a little added value to the noodles. Otherwise, it would be quite bland. I don't really taste the sesame paste. I feel like, honestly, the spiciness is overwhelming it all. And it's not too oily either, which is great when it's hot weather because you don't want to, you know, get indigestion because the food is too heavy. So overall, really, really good. An interesting dish. And I would be so interested in trying the original version. I usually don't eat spicy food, but there is an addictive element to spiciness. I don't know what it is, but you always want to go out for more. So I'm going to now try and level it up a little bit because I feel like that's the best thing you can do when you buy pre-made food is you have to level it up. Otherwise, you just get like factory level food and that's not that good. So we're gonna add some toasted sesame seeds because they were really not that generous with the sesame seeds. Another thing I often see is adding some cucumbers marinated in some soy sauce, some sesame oil. And there we go, we got our cucumber. And also, why not be fancy and go ahead and add some boiled egg. And here I have the Taiwanese iron egg. These are insanely delicious, but they take a lot of time to prepare. So you have been warned. Once you start making these, the issue with it is you won't be able to stop making them, but they will take up a lot of your time. It is time consuming. It took me 6 hours to make my first batch. And fortunately or unfortunately, depending on the way you see it, I'm going to have to do that again because I cannot stop eating these. And I can't find them here in the south of France. Definitely add scallions if you have some. That would bring up the flavor, amp it up. I don't know how well this fork is gonna work with this iron egg. Man, these noodles, as you can see, are quite long. I am not the most elegant person when it comes to eating them. I'm so sorry. I don't know. This fork is not helping at all. Okay, hold on. You know what? If we're gonna level up, we might as well level up with our utensils as well. Here we go. The iron egg really does bring a really nice flavor to it and makes it a little bit more satiating, because although konjac is filling, you do feel like you're having something that's not necessarily, you know, like has that much substance to it. Like you don't get the same feeling of fullness that you would get from eating meat or fish or egg. So I feel like having the boiled egg, and especially the iron egg, which is extremely flavorful and goes really well with this type of spicy red sauce, it's killer. It's very, very good. The cucumber is a great addition as well. It cools you down and kind of calms down the spiciness of it. Overall, I wouldn't necessarily purchase this brand again for the simple reason that I am still not, unfortunately, a konjac fan. I honestly see the benefits of it. I think it's a great product and I do see its purpose. And if it's in front of me, I will eat it and enjoy it. But I just don't get that konjac craving. I don't understand it. I don't have it. So I probably would not purchase it again, but who knows? Sometimes when you get presented to a food enough times, it actually grows on you and you develop a taste for it. So I will just keep trying it until I figure out maybe the combination that suits me. Also, this is way too spicy for me, but any person that can handle their spice, I think for spice experts, this is nothing. This is like, you know, this is baby food level of spice. This is nothing for them. But if you're a spice wimp like me, then this might be, you know, spicy enough, not too spicy. Now I know that if I ever stumble upon a Chinese restaurant and I see this on the menu, then I know that it's those beautiful thin noodles, and I will definitely try it and compare and contrast with today's review. So that's my spicy breakfast of the day. Do let me know if you have some fun food adventures you've been having lately. I would love to get some inspiration to try new recipes, new dishes from around the world. It's definitely something that I love. And yeah, take care. I just realized that this was supposed to be a container for my noodles if I was out and about, but quite difficult to tear with this sticker. Oh my goodness. Sticker issues, am I right? It's always the sticker.